Okay, hi Areeb. I have with me Areeb Nabi, CLLST, classroom, span 21 students, South City, Gurgaon. So let's start with you, Areeb. How are you feeling? AIR 79, CLAT rank.
Yes, ma'am. It's definitely a good feeling, and I have prepared for it, so it just shows that hard work pays off. And I was hoping that it would come, and it has come. So it's a good feeling.
Okay, finally, I see you like, kind of like no chaos at all, finally settled and all. Now, tell me the whole journey because all our future lawyers are like, interested in the story, in the journey. How did you accomplish AIR 79 till this journey? What was your strategy?
Yeah.
What
So like any aspirant, I think in 11th was when I joined CL. And I also joined CL because I saw one of these interviews, right? And at that time, it was a person named Shikhar Agarwal who had gotten, I think, AR10 in both CLAT and ELIT. And he's at NLU Delhi now. And I knew of him. He was my senior. So I had talked to him and I had said, like, guide me. What should I do? And he said, he told me two things. He said, you can join CL. It's a good coaching center and like prepare for 2 years and it'll give you a good head start. So it started 2 years ago. First in 11th, I really didn't do much. I think it was more about analyzing and assessing where we are and giving mocks and stuff like that. But I think like when the pattern changed, after that, after my 11th finals were over, I came and gave the new pattern for the first time. And from then, like from that 1 year, my like whole journey started of what I want to do.
Okay. See, AIR rank one, Malhar Bansal has been talking about the study guide. Now that got us all really curious. Now please elaborate. What was it? How did you make this? And how disciplined you were?
I think for that, the most credit goes to Manar. He's being too humble when he says, I give credit to Rushil and Areeb. But that started because Manar and me are in the same class, right? We go to the same school. We are in the same class. And so first, Rushil contacted Manar, I think, about a GK doubt. And then Manar started asking him, how do you do GK? And even me and Manar were wondering how to do GK. And this was approximately back in September 2020, right? So how do we do GK? What is events? How do we do it? So then they started with doing daily GK. So what we started with was that each day all of us would pick one event that comes in the news and we'll send like 5 questions about that event. And later it materialized into, we realized that wasn't really beneficial. So what later we did was we made this document and we have all the events covered from September till July and we made a list. And so we had all the pending lists there, and then everybody would be assigned an event. They would research on that event and come and basically ask questions. And most of the time, say if I did on Israel, I'll ask them questions, and obviously they didn't know. So they would just add it to their, wherever in their notes or in their flashcards, and then they would know. And then later, when we would revise, they would obviously know. So that's how it went. We had events, every person did it, and then like that's how I think we had in total about 200 events that we did, 200, 250
Okay.
types. Yeah.
See, you joined CL Classroom in class 11th, right? So how serious you were in class 11th and, suddenly it spurted in class 12th. So what was it like, your
I think uh, I was always serious in the sense that I always knew I wanted to do law.
Mhm.
And I had a lot of people who were scoring much more than me in 11th.
Mhm.
And they still weren't sure whether they'll get in. But I always had this belief in myself that I want to do law and I'll crack it. Even though I remember in my first mock that I gave in CL, I scored around out of I think then it was 200, right? I scored
200.
around something 50, 60. And people had scored 90, 80, 100. And a lot of people had scored more than me. But when I talked to them, they didn't have that belief that, we'll clear it eventually. And I always had that belief. So I knew that in 12th, I'll have to pull up my socks and do it. But I thought I would manage to do it and stuff.
Okay, so normal day, how many hours like you would dedicate for class preparation? In class 11 and in class 12 separately.
Class 11th, though, I don't think I dedicated any hours
I know.
for CLAT preparation. I just came to the class and did it, and I didn't come home and do anything else. But for class 12th, see, I think the one thing that we were lucky about is that our boards got cancelled at some point. So then the whole pressure was lifted that my only goal is CLAT now. But even before that, I knew my aim was CLAT, and I really didn't care a lot about my boards. So what I think is most necessary is that for boards to study in school and like keep up with the schedule then. So by December you'll be over with boards, right? You give your first pre-board, and if you do it well, you should be done with your boards broadly. But like if you talk about ours, I think I really don't like talking about hours because I think it puts like a deterrent. People are like, I have to put in 5 hours. It was just I enjoyed doing it, but I think 5 to 7 hours would be a decent. Yeah, that's how much I gave, not more than that.
Okay. What do you advise to our future, some 2, 3 points, like, those who are taking for CLAT 2022, 2023 and all. So what will be the advice you will give them in bullet points with your experience?
Uh, I think first of all they need to be true to themselves, and by that I mean, do they really want to do CLAT, right? And if they really want to do CLAT, which me, Manhar, Rushil really wanted to do CLAT, so we knew if I really want this, then I have to do whatever it takes, right? I need to put in the hard work. So first you need to realize that, see, when we say that, there are only 70 seats there are only 1400 seats out of 70,000 people who give the exam. It sounds daunting. Oh my God, the probability is so low. But what we need to realize is that we have, like, those numbers sound really scary, but if you work hard, you will get it, right? So you need to realize that and not take too much stress at the start. Secondly, I would say, and this sounds like a weird advice, but like find a group of people you can study with.
Okay.
And I think that especially worked for me, Rushil and Manhar. We wouldn't have scored. And it's amazing. Like 4 of my friends are in the top 100, right? And we studied together.
Okay.
And it's all of us pulled each other up to a level that, we were competing with the best of the best at that point. So like find a friend that are as dedicated as you are and as hardworking as you are. And just finally, on the exam dates, and I think a lot of people who I knew mess up on the exam day. They have great preparation, great mocks. They have even 40 plus mocks, great preparation, great hard work. They have done a lot, but they falter on the exam day because they're too nervous. They're too clamped up. So even I had that. On 16th of July, I was feeling so clamped up. I just left all my studies and I went to have lunch with my friend. So think on the exam day, you're the smartest person on the world. When you're entering, think nobody knows anything. You are the one who knows everything. You'll give it, you'll crack it, and for sure you'll crack it. Because if you don't think you'll crack it, you won't perform to your best. So that is really important.
Okay, then. All the very best, Areeb. That was nice talking to you. I'm sure a lot of students would be inspired. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.